It's a modern twist of the classic holiday tale, A Christmas Carol. And the ghosts of Christmas past and present and future are joining us to share more.
Yeah, actresses Ruthie and Jennifer are here to tell us about this new original adaptation. Welcome in, ladies.
Hi, thanks for having us.
I love this classic story. Tell us how this is different.
Well, this adaptation really focuses in on Scrooge the man, who we know him to be. So it's really delving backwards. It's going backwards into his past and how he came to be. So it's very exciting.
Ooh. Okay, the costumes are absolutely beautiful. I want to talk more about your roles and kind of what it took to get into character. You play two roles.
I do.
Future and past.
I do.
Explain.
Yeah. Well, first of all, everyone in the show plays more than one character. It's part of what I think makes this show so fun and unique is that it's very much a company effort. But yeah, I play Christmas Past and Christmas Future, which on the surface are very different characters. Christmas Past is very fairy-like and full of energy, and Christmas Future doesn't speak and is a lot more serious and dark. But they're after the same thing, which has been a really fun thing to play with because they have obviously very different methods of trying to achieve the same goal, which is getting Scrooge to look more closely at himself and move toward change. And on the costume note, I think we get to wear the most fun costumes in the whole show. I mean, Matt Logan, who's our director and also our designer, has created the most incredible pieces that also very much help us find our characters.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We're seeing some video of it now, and this video is so compelling. It had me just drawn in. I felt like I was at a big box theater movie watching the trailer for this, but I was curious. You know, I have a 10-year-old. Is this something for families? How long does it run as well?
Absolutely. This is for the entire family. Bring all your kiddos. And know that it is a little spooky. It is a dark ghost story, but it doesn't mean that it's not appropriate. So, you know, without darkness, you can't have light, vice versa. So I would definitely say that. This runs from now until December 22nd at the FSSD Performing Arts Center in Franklin, Tennessee.
Oh, so get your tickets now, she's saying. I want to talk more about those themes that you see in the play. You had said that you want Scrooge to look more at himself. How is this something that you can take away or audience members can take away? Because you said a middle school went to see you and it was your favorite that you had put on, production you had put on.
Yeah, I think we were really pleasantly surprised because especially kids of that age, you don't know if they're going to sort of tune out or if they're going to be really committed to the story. And they were probably the best audience we've had. I mean, they were so reactive. We would walk out in certain costumes and you could just audibly hear their reactions, which was so fun. Yeah, and I think that for all ages, this story is really impactful. It's been really impactful for me being a part of it. My father-in-law came last night and he said all day he's been talking about it. He's like, I just kind of can't get this story out of my head and I keep thinking about Scrooge and I'm so mad at him and I'm also so encouraged by the ending. And yeah, so I really think it's a story that sticks with you, even though it's one we're all pretty familiar with.
What do you hope that message is that people walk away with from the seeing you all?
I hope that people can walk away with an uplifting feeling of knowing that there's still time. There's still time to fix things. There's still time to make things right. Never lose hope. Family is so important, you know, tell the ones that you love them that you love them. It's so important because we don't know how much time we have. And when those things are lost, I think there's a little hole that's there, but that's okay, you know, we keep going. But I would definitely say that. Love the ones that you love and try to change things that need to be fixed.
Yes. When you can.
Yeah.
Jinx. That was so beautifully said, really and truly. We need to talk about Rabbit Room because this is all put on by this beautiful company. Tell us more about Rabbit Room.
Yeah, so Rabbit Room was, I can't remember, started many, many years ago. I want to say like 20 years ago by Andrew Peterson, who's a singer-songwriter here in Nashville. And his brother Pete is the one who adapted our Christmas Carol. But it originally started as sort of just a place for writers and creatives to meet and collaborate and share what they're doing and what they're interested in and thinking about. And sort of a natural progression of that was to start putting on theater productions. So the first show was a couple years ago. It was an adaptation of The Hiding Place, and this is only the second show, but it's very clear that they're real professionals, and they're very committed to quality. And it's been a really lovely experience as actors working with them, and I just can't wait to find out what the next show is going to be, because we feel real lucky to be a part of it.
Wow.
How did you two get to be part of this?
Yeah.
I want to know more about your personal story and how much went behind what we see on stage there. How long have you been doing this, working on it?
Good question.
Well, this production, I think for the production itself, we had about 3 weeks of rehearsal process, and before that, there were some workshops of the script. So I would say maybe it had been in the working for about 1.5 years, maybe if not longer.
Wow.
And they kind of gathered us all together, and we just came about reading this new adaptation, and we are here now,
Yes.
actually putting it on its feet, and it's terribly exciting.
Yes.
We're all just so excited. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's really how it began.
Yeah, awesome.
There are also there are other iterations of this show, but this is special. This is something that is completely different. It has a life of its own that I don't think anyone could imagine that this is what it was going to turn out to be.
Yeah.
So we're all just really excited.
See, everyone, you just got to get out there and see it for yourself.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you
ladies.
all.
Thank you so much.
Get your tickets. The show, as they said, runs through December 22nd. You can find all the details at rabbitroomtheater.com.